everybody. It's Michelle here with Unicorn Spit. I did it last night. I was so excited about finishing up my my Cricut design that I made. I'm going to show it to you real quick, what I was able to make. Oh, you know what? Before I do, last night, did something go wrong? No, Don's talking to me in mime over there, sign language.
The intro cut off for some weirdo reason. I don't know.
It did.
I don't understand this crap anymore.
It's okay. The intro's pretty cool, but you're going to really want to see what I did down here. So check this out. Look at the front of my piece. I am really excited about it. So I put all the hardware back on. I'm very excited. And the hinges. This is all nice and sealed, but this is the metallic, the copper Apollo that I put on all the hardware. And I just gave it a mist with some satin clear spray, and it all turned out looking like brushed, oh gosh, what would you say, like brushed penny. And it turned out beautiful. So there was no need to go buy new hardware. All I did was clean it up. And what I really loved was that I wanted to really pull it all together with this real coppery penny look. And so I took my brush and I dry brushed my copper right over the salve that I used to seal it on all the little edges, and was able to pull that copper all the way in. And I think it is just beautiful. There's no way to really describe it. I don't know how it looks on picture or on film, but in person, it is to die for. This is my first time doing a piece that's brown, and I can say that it's really freaking cool. I love it. This is a nice neutral way to bring pop of color into your home by mixing some blues and some, what did we do? We did the turquoise, the blue, a little purple, and then we went over it with some gold and some copper accents. And I think that it is just, it's absolutely gorgeous. This is my all-time favorite piece right now. Every time I make a new piece, I think it's my favorite. So now let's pull it all together, and we're going to start working on our tops. So what I worked on for our top, let me get my iPad up here and running. Oh my gosh, is it dead? Oh, I totally knew I should have checked it out first. That's okay. I have this beautiful design, and you guys are just going to have to watch it unfold in front of you. Now, the Cricut would only cut up to 24 inches at a time, well, 23.5 to be precise. And I messed with it and messed with it and messed with it, and what I found out is that the Cricut will cut just fine without a pad or a mat or whatever you call it. And what's great about that information is that it really opens your options and allows you to do a lot more. But I found with the Oracle stuff, you don't want to pre-cut it. When you pre-cut it, it seems to really mess it up really bad. However, look right here, it looks like a unicorn horn. I thought that was kind of cool. Well, it's definitely the way that I got it to finally work. I let it unroll and fall over the table, and then a nice clean straight. I let it lay nice and flat, loaded it in evenly into my machine, and got to cutting. And what was nice is that the program for Cricut, it knew that my piece, I made it for 34 inches long. And it was like, yeah, no. But somehow or another, something I pushed, and I don't know what it was. It made two separate mats for me. It took my design. However, it cut it up into different pieces, which is kind of ironic because that's what Don was telling me to do yesterday if I would just listen to him. But it did it for me. It cut it up into separate sections so that I could get my entire 34-inch idea out of two mats. And that's what we're going to do today. All I have to do is reconstruct it and put it down. Give me 1 second because I realized that I forgot to pull a couple of pieces. Let me run over here and grab it out of the little carrying case that comes with my Cricut. All right, as I said, it's hard for me to get down to the to the craft stores. So I had this little tool here. It's by Dentec. It's a dentist thing, and I use it to like clean my teeth because I don't have dental insurance. Sometimes I just go in there and clean them myself. But it works great. I'm sure that the Cricut ones probably work even better because they're made especially for it. But if you're in a pinch, you can grab these at your Walmart. You can grab them at your Walgreens. And we all love having one of those stores nice and close by wherever we are. So as you can see, that made really simple work for that area. Now I'm going to put this away somewhere where I won't lose it. Honey, where should I put it? How about right there? All right. Now it's time. This is the part that's really been weighing on me, was trying to put it back together. So I'm going to need my scissors. And I got some good scissors compared to the ones that I had yesterday. So they're a little bit better. However, they do have some epoxy on them, I'm not going to lie. All right, so I'm just going to make my cut between here, which I wish they would have given me a little more gap because these two sayings don't even go with each other. I don't think it really has an idea or any type of politeness for how they get this all out there for you.
The artificial intelligence package hasn't been updated just yet.
Right? So it just kind of put it out however. So I am going to have to go through and cut these pieces out individually.
Inga's on. Hi, Inga.
Hi, Inga.
Got a lot of people on today. 50 people watching right now. What's up, Michelle? Hi, Moto.
All right, I need to cut this out because I'm going to have a word up here. I wish I had my guideline. Stinking iPad went dead on me. Okay. Just going to cut each one of these out. So we have these two done. Come in here. Cut this one out. All right, we're almost done here. Now this is a pretty large stencil, you guys.
Do you want to cut those that close?
Well, I don't want to, but there's no other way to do it because of the way that they're supposed to go together. So, yeah, I really wish that I didn't have to cut them this close, but that's also why I have some blue tape, some painter's tape handy to assist me from it not working.
Kathleen McGrew says that Josh is sitting here waving at you and saying hi.
Hello, Josh. I love my Josh. He's an all-American spitter, you guys.
And Debbie says, you always brighten my day.
Well, thank you, Debbie. You guys brighten my day, too, because you make me feel pretty good about what I do. That is for sure. I got meaning and purpose. All right. I come up and around here, and then up, over. All right. Ready. Sorry.
Are you sure?
All right. So this is our first piece that's going to go here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to arrange it right on my table. I'm going to try to put it as nice as possible because then we're going to be able to pull it all together using this transfer tape, which is clear matte contact paper. So be here. I can't remember how it looked in my picture. Where there, I might have to trim some more off. Like that. And like that. I think that's about right.
Do you think it'd be a good idea to maybe measure some things and...
No. Of course it would be a good idea, but I'm full of really bad ones.
It looks kind of crooked.
Does it look crooked? Well, I mean, I'm just...
But it's upside down, too.
What's upside down?
Everything. I set the camera up.
Upside down?
No, I didn't set it up upside down. You're working upside down.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's
But
totally
I want
your
all
fault.
this pulled back more. Or do I want it like, no, that's about right. Because it goes like this, and like this. This is going to be right in the middle. Right in the middle. This is going to go right there.
This is the part where you should measure a line across the middle of the whole thing.
Well, I'm not laying it down yet. All I need to do is get the... What?
Inga, center your middle one first and then work your way out. She says she eyeballs it. So, you traitor.
Who eyeballs it?
Inga.
I know. We can eyeball stuff. We're good eyeballers. All right, I'm going to get on the other side. Let me get on the other side here.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Let's see. So, ruin, where there is ruin, there is hope for treasure. I think that looks pretty good. And we're going to center it in a minute. The first thing that we need to do is get it down on the paper or the contact paper stuff. So that's what I'm working on right now.
Okay.
And I'm kind of tripping out about it. But I do realize that I have some cutting I need to do. I need to trim this down as much as possible. So it doesn't get hung up.
The compass isn't centered.
No, nothing centered yet. I'm just getting everything kind of just laid out and ready to go over the transfer paper with. So this is just to get it ready to be attached to the transfer paper.
At this point, I have said my piece about measuring. See what happens.
I know it's going to be a total failure.
It's not going to be a failure.
You're getting me all tripped out.
Because you really should.
Measure what?
Measure. Make you
Fine. You watch.
a guideline.
All right, hold on.
Watch what you're doing with that thing.
At least that'll tell me if it's straight up. Be like, straight up now, tell me. All right. That's probably a pretty good idea. So I'm going to make sure that the bottoms of my letters are right on here. Right? It's not, as long as it's lined up, it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight because we're not sticking it down yet.
No, what I'm saying is it doesn't look like your guideline is straight. Looks like it's high on your, see, that looks more straighter. That looks mo better.
Yeah?
Looks better. Still not centered though. The compass needs to go toward the back door.
I don't know. There's a lot more plastic on this side than this side.
But that doesn't mean anything because it's still not in the center of the piece.
Oh, jeez. Well, it's not?
No. It's a good 2 inches to the left.
How's that?
Still not centered.
Well, I wiggled it over a lot.
You didn't wiggle it 2 inches. You need
Well,
to.
that's all I can wiggle it before it runs into
Then
the other
move
one.
the ruin, or are you gonna make it look dumb?
Move the ruin?
Ruin the ruin. Move it all the way over. Move it over 2 inches.
Like that?
2 whole inches.
Tell me when.
Keep going. That's an inch.
And now.
You have a ruler right there. Use the ruler to figure out what. you shouldn't be scared. Just move it 2 inches.
How's that?
That's 1 3/4 inches. That's much better. Now move the.
There's going to be too big of a gap. Now move this.
Move the damn compass.
Now move the compass. Is that enough?
It needs to come over about another quarter.
There.
Keep going.
There.
That's much better.
Okay, and then move this one.
Yes,
this way.
You have to move everything over. The whole thing was not centered. And here you go.
How's it now?
It's much better.
Okay.
The compass, the S and the N for north and south are in basically the center of the desk.
All right. Nobody move. All right. Okay. I'm really glad that you guys talked me into getting the thing, the T-square. All right. Now we're going to try to... I quit.
Now what are you going to do?
I don't know. Okay. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
You
okay.
can do this.
Oh, Lucy, where are you? How do you get this stuff apart? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Where's Lucy when I need her? She did all this for me. She went to an auction and won all this stuff. She sat sitting there listing it all. Listing it all.
I don't even understand what you're doing.
I don't either. Okay. All right. Dawn,
What?
put the arrow straight down. Put the camera straight down, and then I need you to come over here.
Okay.
So make it aim down so everybody can see what we're doing. All right. Now I'm going to need you. Okay.
Abby's on.
Hi, Abby. We're going to do transfer tape stuff. Okay. So, look. See that white part? Grab that white part. And we're, oh, no, not like that, though. So, grab the white part. We're going to separate this. This is such a travesty.
Why? We should maybe not do it over the top of this desk. What if we drop it? And knock everything off centered?
You are absolutely right. All right.
But we're going to do it this way anyway.
All right. Ready? Undo it. Oop. Oh, jeez.
Oh, Jesus.
I sound like my mother.
Oh, my God, Michelle. Nick, get over here.
Look at your daughter's doing. Okay. All right, ready? Oh, geez. Here, take that hand and just hold the end of this. I'll get under here and pick it. Oh, geez. Oh, my gosh. This is some stuff here. Okay. All right, now we got to put it down over it real straight, Don. All the way to the edge.
It's not.
Do I need to tear more away? All right, ready, set, go. Oh, hold on. Oh, no.
That's good.
Well, I'm just going to let it kind of touch. Just a little bit. All right, let me cut this off. Let me free it. If you guys have an easier way of doing this process, feel free to leave some comments to help others in the future. All right, I'm just going to rearrange this part here just a little bit. I didn't tack it down real tight, as you saw. Just going to line this up a little straighter here. All right, I'm going to get this down on here. Boy, I really hope I did this the right way. All right, so I got this all down on this contact paper. And good Lord willing, it's it's straight and perfect. So, okay. All right. Okay. I'm so nervous. I think I'm going to die. Okay. All right. We're just going to, we're going to burnish it. So that's a word that I learned. And that means that you take it and you're just going to get that plastic of the vinyl stuck to the adhesive that's back here. There we go. I'm going to just get out a lot of it. I swear the way that Lucy did it was so much easier. But I think that it was nice for her because she just did it in full sections where I'm all trying to piece it together. So I'm sure what I did was totally wrong and there's way easier way to do it. But if you're looking for the hard way to make a 3-foot stencil, here it is. What else am I supposed to say? All right, here we go. Now we're just going, what?
Let me catch up with these comments because we have royally F something up at some point. I'm just trying to figure out where.
Oh my gosh, don't even tell me this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not true.
Let's see. Let's go back.
We didn't mess anything up. Everything is perfectly fine.
No. It says from Evie, wait, then no, then stop, and then, oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
And then, oh, my God, they're literally killing me. And then Teresa Taylor even jumped in. Oh, no.
I'm sure.
This looks like so much work. Laughing. Cindy Carpenter says, oh, stop. Nikki's like, oh, I can't watch. I don't know what we did wrong.
I don't know either. It seems to be working out great. Lord almighty. Have a little faith.
This is probably just...
We're winners, man. We got this.
I'm just going to let her do it.
Just look at you guys. Look, I am the absolute worst at using machinery. Hence the reason all these years I've done everything with an old school, literally, projector. And for me to step out of my boundaries and do something like this, it's kind of cool. Now, I think, I don't know, maybe this will be the last time I ever use it. I don't know. But the good thing is about unicorn spit is that if you don't like it, you can start over. Right? So,
you do realize this is not unicorn spit. This is stencil.
No. But I'm saying once we put the stencil down, if it looks terrible, we can do it again. So I'm never really afraid to try something as long as it's involving unicorn spit because I know that when I mess up, unicorn spit's always right there to pick me up and let me do it again. So I think that's a good thing. Okay.
You pretty much nailed it, Cindy. I'm just letting it all go at this point. Let's just roll it. Sit back and enjoy the ride.
Look it. I'm doing it, man. Now, golly, everybody's got to be picking on me.
Nobody's picking on you.
Oh, man. You know, I figured this thing out last night. I didn't even watch any YouTube. Well, all right. I watched one YouTube video. And then I said, you know what? Forget this. I'm just going for it. And you know what? I just went for it. And I'm sure that I totally am slaughtering it. But hey, I'm not a paid Cricut representative. I'm just the average chickadee trying to figure this out. So if there's any mistakes that I'm making, you should totally post it. What? What did Evie say? Evie said they would never sponsor you. Oh my gosh.
Look, because I don't have the slightest idea what we're doing here.
I do. I know exactly what I'm doing here.
So, you do? You do?
I do.
Okay.
And I'm almost.
So, this contact paper.
Yeah.
Now, what do you do? After you get this all pulled off?
Well, you'll see.
I'm waiting.
It's just that it's gigantic. You're just going to have to just chillax and give me Okay, now we take it like this, right?
Sure.
And then we line this up.
Yep.
That's why I got the one that said removable, so I can move it around, right? Is this the center? Is it centered?
I'm looking. Yeah, it looks good enough for my house.
Well, then that's what we'll go with. All right.
Nail it.
Now,
Wait a minute, hold on, hold
what?
on. Somebody had said something about the letters didn't quite line up on the compass, and I'm not exactly sure I see it, but let's go.
What's center here? All right, from 1 inch to 45 inch, what's the middle?
What?
45 inches, what's the middle?
22.5-ish?
So it needs to come over just a hair. Because at least I could get it centered. I mean, the very minimum of what I could do. There, does it seem centered?
Just go forward. The whole thing.
Okay. How's that?
Works for me.
All right, let me get my T-square again.
A lot of people are saying you should cut them apart first.
What?
Not centered. Nah, it looks pretty centered.
Got it pretty level too. All right, guys.
YOLO.
Now what I'm doing, I'm pressing the blue Oracle stuff down, Aura mask. Not Oracle. We're not in the Matrix. If we were, the Oracle would say, you are not the one.
There is no stencil.
Yeah, the blue part is the stencil.
We're talking about the Matrix, dog.
Oh, yeah. But there's an Oracle is what I was saying.
I know, and there
Oh,
was no
geez.
spoon, remember?
Okay, so I got
Never
that
mind.
down.
Carry on.
That feels pretty good. Start from the middle. I'm going to push it out.
Nah, Maya, I'm gonna let it roll.
What, are they pointing out a vital flaw?
Oh yeah.
What's the vital flaw?
Oh, people want me to stop you. People are talking about it's all crooked and stuff.
Is it really that damn crooked? Let me look at this. Yeah, it's not that bad. I don't think that anyone's going to notice how
there
crooked
you
it is
have
because
it.
there's so much stuff going on.
Treasure and ruin are off. Yeah, that makes sense. See, that goes back to you who needed those lines.
Look, I needed a lot more than a grid pattern at this point. I need like a full-time Cricut tutor. All right. But I bet you guys, I'm going to astound you when I'm done with this. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, look what she did. She did it all wrong and it turned out all right. It's going to be just like that. Okay, I'm going to rub this down real good. Oh, boy. I rubbed it real too good right there. Okay. I'm just going to do this little roll and get it started here. And we're just going to roll it up.
It's going to be fine. It'll be perfect.
It's going to be so amazing. People are going to be like, well, I'll be darn tootin'. Look at Michelle did. And we thought she was crazy.
I was Dawn tooting today in the gym.
Did you? Really?
Yeah, it was deadlift day. It happens.
You're so weird. Okay. So look at, now it's on there.
It looks better.
Yeah. Right? All right. Now we got to come in and kind of tape it off, because the last thing we want to do is go off our stencil.
I'm trying to reassure both of you, Evie.
Who?
Evie said, are you trying to reassure me or her?
There's no reassuring me at this point anymore. It's over.
It's okay. You can do this.
I can do anything as long as I try.
Victory.
What does that mean?
That's a cheer. You said, well, I thought you were a cheerleader.
I got kicked out.
How are you going to get kicked out of being a cheerleader?
I can't tell that story. But it wasn't anything naughty. Because I wasn't any good.
Why can't you tell that story?
We went to a school called Gadsden High School. And the very easy way to confuse Gadsden High School with let's go get stoned. So, that's the end of that story. Okay, here's a spot where it kind of rolled up on me. And I hope my fingers are good enough. It seems to be really sticking to that copper spit with no problem at all. Or the copper staining glaze with no problem at all. So that makes me feel pretty confident. Okay. Then we're going to tape off down here. And up here. And then
People keep saying that you need to burnish it again.
I will.
Okay.
I'm just getting my tape in place. One thing at a time.
It's upside down because it's actually not upside down. It's just how the camera is because...
Can't you flip it?
No.
No?
No, not that camera.
Oh, I thought you were able to like invert it with your program.
No, it was the old...
Well, we're going to have to readjust that then. Because it really confuses people.
Oh, just calm down.
Okay.
I'll see what I can do.
All right. All right. Here we go. I'm going to come back in with some thinner tape. We can't keep tape at home. I don't know if everybody else has that same problem that we have.
Who's the man? Don's the man. I'm the man. Don's the man.
Who's the man?
You know
Have
why?
you guys heard that new Killer song?
You know why Don's the man?
Did you flip it?
I flipped it. I flipped it real good.
I knew you were going to be able to flip it if you just gave it a shot. I'm going to cut this. Dang it. I didn't cut it straight enough. What a boring part for you guys to be watching. Maybe this will give us a good opportunity for everyone to chime in and let us know where you're from. Also, this could be a good time for you to share this post wherever you would like to help other people figure out what not to do with Cricut.
I was going to say, this would be a good time to not show people who don't know what they're doing what to do.
Listen, I think this is a good tool for those who are afraid to fail how if you just really try and you keep trying, you can do it. Look at me.
That's why I
feel
love
pretty
watching
good.
you. I beat you up all day long, and you just smile and just keep going, do your thing, and it turns out awesome.
I tell you, I do. I like. It's okay to be beat up a little bit, but I know that
I do it in love.
you do it in love.
And,
Yes,
and
that's
spite.
what's going on here. I'm sure there's a way easier way. Has anybody posted an easier way to do this?
Oh, yeah.
A whole lot of them?
Oh, yeah.
I would assume.
YouTube's filled with a ton of them.
I know.
But you asked where are people from. We got people from Outer Banks North, Madison, Tennessee, Baton Rouge, Louisiana,
Wow.
Stanford, Oklahoma, Evelyn with purple hearts, wherever purple hearts are.
Purple hearts.
You are. Teresa Taylor says you like the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah, I am. You know, it's really funny. I was in one of my groups today, and I saw someone post something really pretty, and where they used unicorn spit, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, I just absolutely love it." And the girl was like, "I met you at Cha and did a project with you," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I feel so dingy because I couldn't recognize her." But the whole time that I was there, I was just chugging. It's you know, I was kind of in a blur, just going as fast as I could because I only got 20 minutes to spend with each one of my people. So I felt terrible. And then she was like, "Look what I made." And as soon as I saw what she made, everything came flooding back to me. I remember that she had made it with these little wood flowers. And I remember that she made it for her grandma. It was funny that I could remember her project and the story that went along with her, but I couldn't remember her.
I think I broke it.
And it made me feel bad, but I'm glad I remembered some of it. All right, so I feel comfortable with that. And you guys said that I need to burnish it again. Where's my burnisher? Here it is. Okay, burnishing. One more time. Here we go. Now remember, I did not use a sealer first. This is straight over the metallic staining glaze, my prototype. But it does work the same with regular unicorn spit. I never seal first unless I'm using white, because white water-based paint will suck the pigments out of the spit and bring it forward. So black is usually what I go with whenever it comes
real
to
quick,
doing stencil.
I broke the cameras.
Okay. It's all right because I found some other places I forgot to.
Well, the only camera that's currently working is the little one to your left.
Okay.
Dawn shouldn't be running expensive equipment.
Oh, you didn't break them. I'm sure you just hit something.
Oh, no.
You probably just hit a button.
I don't know.
Oh, that worked out. Okay, let me get this one little other spot here. It's too thick. So the next time, I think I'm going to just design it in sections and print it out in sections, because this was too hard to put it together like this. I don't know why Cricut would be like, "Here, we're going to help you." That wasn't really a help. That was just like, "You really want that? Well, take this. And let's see what you do." Little did they know they gave a
And we're back.
shot on it. I could do anything.
Unfortunately, we're upside down again.
Unfortunately, what?
It's upside down again. Let me see if I can flip it and fix it.
You better flip it.
If it goes to the black screen again, I'll stop flipping it. Ta-da!
All right, I'm burnishing one more time. I'm not seeing any place where it's coming up. Now, I did let the Aura mask, after I cut it and weed it, I laid it down flat on the kitchen table and I put some heavy stuff on it. I thought maybe that would help. Because one guy, Lonnie, he told me that it always curls up on me. So I was like, well, I need to do something to stop it. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. I hope you guys are ready. Now for color. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. All right, here we go. Here we go. So I was thinking that I don't have like a tarnished copper. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do kind of a two-tone thing. And this is the Apollo, the copper. We are going to have some here pretty soon. I won't be doing any type of live artwork for a few weeks because I'm going to be brewing and finalizing my my recipe here. There we go. So that's a little bit of the copper. And then I'm going to put a little bit of Midnight Blackness over here. This is my home brew. I've been using a lot of my home brew lately because, well, what else am I supposed to do with it? All right. So then I just have my regular Klingon. And this is not, this has a little bit of moisture in it left over from when I did some projects. I washed it this morning because I always leave it dry in there. So there's a little bit of blue you can see left over. Okay, here we go. What I'm doing, I'm getting half loaded in copper and half loaded in black, and I should be able to get a nice burnt color. And that's what I want. And are we ready? All right, YOLO.
Let's do this.
So I'm just kind of stamping it into place.
Wait, hold on.
What?
What if you did the whatever side of the letter? Stop what you're doing, please.
Just, okay. One side of the letter black, one side of the letter copper.
Is that what you're working on?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's what I want.
Okay.
I'm not turning it. I'm making it so it's tarnished on one side of the letter. So black on the outside and copper on the other. Now, unlike an acrylic or a latex-based paint, you do not have to pull it when it's wet. So that's something really important to know. There's no plastics that are going to pill it up. It's really fun. All right. Move over to my W. I want to make sure that everything's okay. There's no little crevasses standing in my way. There aren't. So here we go. Load my brush again.
Hey, question for you, completely off topic. Remember that meat you were supposed to make yesterday? Did you start it today?
Oh, jeez. I forgot it again. And I remember sitting there thinking, I should do that before I drink my coffee. And then I was like, who starts dinner before they have their cup of coffee? I go, Don will think I look crazy. So I didn't do it. And now look at me. Now look at me.
Yes, Cindy, the blue stencil were removed. She's going to put the spit on there and color it in, basically, and then pull the blue part off. What kind of brush is that, Candy wants to know?
These are my Klingon brushes. We're going to have them available soon.
They were made by Lieutenant Worf from the Star Trek Enterprise.
From the Star Trek Enterprise. We're going to have them available soon. I'm going to be opening our website.
My bad.
And we're going to have a really big sale on them just to get everything off to a good start. I'm very excited to be able to offer all my favorite things and my inventions. So stay tuned. They'll be coming around the mountain. I think they need a little bit more black because I don't want it to disappear. Because I think that it looks relatively close to the color that's there already. I'm going to do this, then I'm going to come back and do some more. I'm going to use just a little bit more black.
Tucson Junkster says get an Instapot and you won't have that problem. Just cook it when you are ready.
You are right. And
what is this thing? I've heard everybody's talking about the Instapot.
It's a pressure cooker.
Okay.
And, okay, so Mason's mom, Janelle,
all right,
she got one.
Okay.
And she made a whole super tender, super yummy turkey dinner in it in less than an hour. It's a pressure cooker. However, the bottom gets really stinking hot, and you can, you know how if you do a roast, you're supposed to brown it on a frying pan and then put it in the crock pot?
Right.
And then let it sit for like 8 hours. Well, this one, you don't have, you can brown it right in there. You put it on the browning setting or whatever. And then you...
Does it brown chicken, brown cow?
Brown chicken's a brown cow, and not in 8 hours. It gets the job done in like an hour.
In like a minute and 14 seconds.
Pretty ridiculous.
It's crazy.
I really want one. So, and the reason I know is because I joined some Instapot groups, because I like to have everybody else try it before I buy it. But that didn't work real well with me with the...
Evie says that I'm deathly afraid of pressure cookers because my dad's blew up with the beans inside.
With beans? What?
Holy frijoles.
Right?
Josie got one for her boss, and then she's going to get one for herself, the Instacooker.
How could you get one for your boss before you got one for yourself?
Hi, Linda.
It makes no sense.
I mean, Linda.
Is that Linda?
Linda. Still my favorite name.
I just steal some from over here. I think this made like a tarnished bronze when I mixed the black and the copper together. It's like a tarnished bronze. It's really beautiful. It reminds me a lot of the hardware in the front. I think that's pretty cool.
Josie said she got it for her boss because he's a better cook than her.
All right, I'm going to go over it with a little more black because I'm realizing like over here looks dramatically like over on the area that we did the copper. So let me just go ahead and...
Joy May says that the first letter of the R, I believe it is, needs a little more black.
Yeah.
A little more darkness.
I'm coming in.
I think that it should be a rule that every time that we do a downward facing video that you have to wear shoes.
Why? I hate wearing shoes. I never wear shoes when I do my artwork, except for that one time and everyone was like, I love your boots.
Yeah, and everybody's like, why are your feet on here?
Everybody
has
feet.
Everybody has feet.
When I go to the gym, I don't wear my tennies unless I'm on the gym floor and on the treadmill. I do all my exercise classes with my bare feet. Because I have better balance. I'm like a little monkey. I grip the floor with my feet and I won't fall over. I feel like I can go faster too. And I don't get overheated. I realized one of the things that I was not doing very good in my exercise classes because I was just getting so hot. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't take this. It's so hot. So one day I took my shoes off thinking that it would cool me down. Well, it sure did. It cooled me right down. Ever since that day, I can do all my exercise classes without feeling like I'm overheating. So.
Debbie says the best thing about shoes is no shoes.
Exactly. If I could be barefoot everywhere, I totally would.
I have got to wear. I don't even like to look at my own feet, much less other.
You've got really ugly feet.
Well,
now they wouldn't be so ugly if you would just go down to Julie and let Julie do your toes up for you. We could paint them all kinds of masculine colors. She knows how to do a camo style even.
No.
Take you and JP down there with me to the lady. All right, let's see, guys. I'm going to take a look at this. I like that. All right, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my blow dryer.
Get it.
Okay. Because I don't want it to smear. We're just going to dry it. And this is on a medium heat, not the high heat, because I do know from experience that getting that oracle hot really makes it stick almost too much to your surface, and I don't like that so much. So when you're blow drying it, I don't know if you can see it in the video or not, but it goes from that really dark color to a very chalky color. Like it loses its sheen. That's just letting you know that it's dry, what areas are dry and what areas are not. And you can tell that by looking at it. And it dries really quick too, which is nice, especially if you're in the sign making business or teach classes. That's one thing everybody really liked, was how quickly it dries, so you can move on to your next step. And that rings true with both regular unicorn spit and with my metallic prototypes. I think I'm going to call them my vibrations. I think it's a pretty word. All right. Now there's a little bit more to go on this side. You can see that this side has dried on its own, all those little extra areas. And the reason I like to dry it first is because I don't want to accidentally drag the excess across somewhere I don't want color. I think it just gives me less likely to make errors. And Lord knows I make enough of them. Now, I kind of feel as though it is a darker shade than what's over here, but is it dark enough? So I think I might have to add just a little bit more black to it, which is nice because with unicorn spit, you're always able to layer. So I'm just going to get some straight black, and I'm just going to kind of do this brushed look over it, which will give it some, so it'll look kind of like it's cut metal or brushed metal, just to give it a little extra interest. And that's just dragging across, almost dry brushing it. Get a little bit more. Drag it across. And I'm keeping the same kind of angle on it too. That's really going to help with that brushed metal look, I think. It would also be cool to do this with some silver to give it that tarnished silver look. Just a little bit more. My brush was a little bit too dry. All right. Want to look really like a tarnished copper coin on the top here. Keep that same angle. Make sure I didn't miss a spot. All right, one last time. I'm going to blow dry it. All right, here we go. This one will go really fast. And again, that's on medium heat. You don't want to use a real high heat when working with the Oracle mask because it melts the adhesive. And I don't want that to stick to my top. Once it gets away from the shiny look and starts fogging up, I'll know that it's safe to pull. Remember, this also works with stamps. So if you're into the IOD stamps, this would be a great alternative to any type of paint. The stamping industry at the Creativation came over and were just in awe on how well it works. All right. There we go. Okay, are you guys ready for the big show?
Yes, they are. Jory May just said, hurry up, pull it, I have to leave.
Okay, let me get a drink of water because I'm nervous too. And I'm going to let this cool down a little bit.
Oh, you have to do it now. The whole world's waiting. Well, 121 people are waiting.
Really? We have that many people watching?
I know, right? I didn't even know we knew that many people.
Right. First thing that's going to come off our tape, of course. I really love this blue It's called Edge Lock. So easy. I really, oh, this got a hold of some of it. Looks like I'll have to do some weeding. But as you can see, that's another thing I really love about Unicorn Spit is that it doesn't, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't leak.
So.
What's the word I'm looking for, honey? It's not leak.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It doesn't like leach. It doesn't
bleed.
Bleed.
Speaking of.
I love that.
Sue Holzer says, I've been stenciling for many years, and you do realize you're not supposed to brush the paint on your stencil. That causes bleeding underneath.
Well, yeah, with paint, sure. But this is Unicorn Spit,
This is
baby.
Unicorn Spit. A whole different animal.
It sure is. It's a unicorn. It's not going to behave like an acrylic or a latex. It has no plastics in it. And it's also not all watery. It comes to you with the concentrate. You add water to bring it down. I don't like to sell people water, and that's why we sell people the concentrate.
Don't bring.
Here we go. So here we go. You can see there's no bleeding whatsoever. Even with my horrible knowledge of how to do Cricut. I can't believe it's actually looking good. All right, here we go. Here we go. Well, here, let me get this one. We're obviously going to have to get my little thing out and get some of these tools.
Your booger picker?
My booger picker.
So we used to call them a spudger.
I lost my tweezers. The kids borrowed them for something. I can't remember.
Josh wanted to do his eyebrows.
Oh my gosh, you stop that.
No, I'm not kidding. You think I'm... No, literally, that's what he borrowed them for.
He doesn't want unibrow. I don't blame him.
Well, you asked where they went, and I just blurted it out. I didn't mean it derogatory.
Oh my gosh, you're crazy.
Nikki says it's beautiful.
Right? It's so easy, too. I make one heck of a mess, though. I'll tell you that much.
I know. You're just like our children. There's a trash can 10 feet away.
Well, I'll have to clean up when I'm done. I'm just really excited.
That's okay.
Because I was belly aching about it all night. Oh my goodness gracious. I think that there's so much going on. I really don't think anybody's going to sit there and be like, well, it's off 2 or 3 centimeters or whatever. You know?
Oh, Evie's going to.
Yeah. I believe it. She's crazy. She's loca in the cabeza. How do you
Sherry
like that?
said that she's very impressed. I think we all are at this point. Anybody who's been watching this video for any time is probably pretty blown away by what you've just done.
Well, listen, everybody was like, oh, there's all these other ways to do it. One thing that I find, and the reason why Unicorn Spit is today, I took nobody's advice because I didn't know what I was doing whenever I made Unicorn Spit. And I just made things work the way that my mind works. And I think it rings true in every type of art medium I've ever used. I have people send me art mediums all the time, and they're like, well, this is how you use it. And I'm like, okay, thanks. And then I'll try it that way. But the problem I have is that I use so many art mediums the way they're not supposed to be used. And I get some really
Right.
neat effects. And I think the thing rang true on this because I put this together the way my brain works. So,
You know, if that guy hadn't thought, let me drink this milk from this cow, and that was not the right way to use a cow. The right way to use a cow was for steaks and hamburgers. But he thought to himself, I could have milk just like that calf. If it wasn't for him, just imagine we wouldn't have cheese. You keep using those mediums the way
be there for a second. Our
successful.
program is having an issue.
Mo says it's awesome.
It's really beautiful. It really is. And I see some places where the spit, like when I was brushing, I got some up here. And I'm going to show you guys how to fix that too. Not all is lost.
I'm looking at this from the side camera, and it really makes a good picture.
Who's calling us?
I don't know. I'm really impressed how sharp it is.
Yeah, there's no bleeding. It looks like it was literally printed right out. And I have people ask me all the time, well, you need to seal first or it's going to bleed and this and that. And I'm just like, really? And then I tried it because I was like, I don't think it will because I didn't design it for bleeding and stuff. And lo and behold, I did it myself. And I found out that whoever came up with the whole thing that you got to seal it first may have been trying to sabotage me because you don't. You do not have to seal it first unless you're going white because then you will pull the pigments from under. Boy, this is a lot of weeding. What was I thinking? I should have picked something way easier for my first project.
So, okay, well, I guess then that brings us to the, do these people really want to sit here and watch you pick at this for the next 20, 30 minutes? How long do you think you got?
5 minutes
Okay.
maybe now?
Hey, I'll watch it for 5 minutes.
Because what we're going to do next, we're going to be sealing our project.
Oh, no.
So sealing is really cool. And what I love about Unicorn Spit when it comes to sealing is that it dries so fast you can move right on to that step without waiting a very long time. Tweezers are definitely my friend. I really want my tweezers. Dang it, Joshua. Dang you, Josh. It's a good thing he's cute.
Everybody says it's awesome. You're doing a great job. It's a beautiful job. Fantastic.
Right? It looks like, I want it to look like something out of that movie National Treasure. With that, what's his name, honey? Christopher.
No.
Chris. National Treasure.
I know his name.
He's balding and he's good looking.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage.
He's good looking? Did you really just say
Yeah,
it?
Nicolas Cage is good looking.
Really?
He's an actor. All actors are pretty good looking.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen Steve Buscemi?
Listen, whenever he was younger, he was a good looking guy.
I don't think so.
Whatever. I always thought he was a good looking guy.
Steve Buscemi?
But I also think Edward Norton's a good looking guy.
Well, Ed Norton, I'll give you.
So I have weird taste in men. However,
Wait a minute.
the guy who plays the new the guy who they have playing Aquaman, he looks like you with long hair.
What the hell?
He does. He looks
That looks nothing
Dawn's
like
next
me.
Halloween costume. He's gonna be Aquaman.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Aquaman and Bob Ross, Dawn all the
Aqua
way.
Ross. Debbie says that Nicolas Cage is cute.
I told you. See, I'm not the only one.
Amanda watched it last night on Netflix.
Which one?
Doesn't matter. If you watch one Nicolas Cage movie, you've seen them all. He's the same damn actor in every single
Do you remember
thing.
him in City of Angels where he played that angel?
Yeah, and he played and he stole cars at the same time. Oh wait, that was a different movie.
That's a different movie.
However, it was the same bad acting.
Oh, he's a wonderful. Everybody says Keanu is a bad actor too, but we all love
Keanu
him.
is a terrible actor.
But we all love him in all the movies that he does. I like Keanu. I really need my tweezers. Tweezers are better.
He's a bad actor. Except in John Wick,
John Wick.
he was a rock star.
Yeah. Everybody loves John Wick. John Wick's a pretty cool guy. Oh my gosh. I think maybe I overestimated my 4 minutes. I think we've went over 4 minutes by now.
Oh, you're fine. Dee says, I love that you're throwing the used vinyl on the floor. My OCD does not allow me to do that.
I want to do something else with it, but I know I got to rock and roll this. I got all you people watching me.
She knows that she can do it because she knows that I will clean it up. Because I, on the other hand, hate a dirty floor.
He's a liar.
I do. Sometimes I just suck up the fact that it looks disgusting and let you deal with it. Because I'm a jerk.
This place gets so dirty with me in it. I'll tell you, I'm always flinging stuff just this way and that. Ugh. Gosh. I wish I had like a razor blade. I wonder if a razor blade would get the rest of this off easier. Lord almighty. Are any of these? Bad idea.
That looked awful scratchy.
That was too scratchy.
You're almost done. You can do this.
I'm going. Oh my gosh. This stinks. Okay.
Debbie's favorite's Tom Hanks.
For good looking guys?
I guess so.
I was laughing so hard today. My friend Charlie from Italy, she saw Dawn posted this Taco Bell crunch wrap thing on my profile. And I was like, yeah, I can make those for you, babe. And Charlie's like, I'm on my way back to America. And so I posted this funny little gif of Tom Hanks running from Bubba Gump. Forrest Gump.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep cracking up about it because it's so funny how he runs with his chest high and his back perfectly straight. He really rocked it. That was one of the best things. I loved it.
Rebecca says, I think Keanu is a good actor, but it's also hard to see him and not think something's afoot at the Circle K. Party on, Wayne.
Party on.
Oh, wait. That's the wrong movie, too.
No, that was
that was the
Esquire. What was that movie called? I loved
Bill
it.
and Ted's
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. All right.
And The Bogus Adventure, for those of you who...
Wanted part 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. We're in the home stretch, you guys.
Oh, my gosh.
I am so ready to be done. Tweezers are way better than toothpicks. Oh my gosh, it's driving me crazy.
That's pretty good. We still have 93 people paying attention to
I
us.
can't believe it. I'm sorry to bore you guys with weeding, but, you know, for those who are looking to get into doing this stuff, this is what you're in for. Done. Would you look at that?
Just look at it.
When I see something like this, I just want to say, would you look at that? Just look at it. I got stuff stuck to the bottom of my feet. Okay. All right. Right here I messed up. I'm going to show you guys what to do. Aim it down, baby.
Well, this right here gets a better shot of it.
Okay, so if you see right here, where my tape line was, it kind of gave me I kind of got some overspray with my brush. I'm just going to get that out of there. I'm just going to get a paper towel, mist it with just a small amount of water, not very much at all, and I'm just going to buff it away. There you go. Like it was never even there. Isn't that neat? And then there's a little spot here I messed up and a little spot right there.
Oops, I transitioned too quick.
Just going to scrub my little mistake up. There's one there. And then I'm going to just take my paper towel and go over it. Make sure that there's no little chips because it flicks right off that vinyl. There we go. Now we're ready to clear
Actually,
coat.
that doesn't look too bad.
Let me look at it from the front. Yeah, that looks super awesome.
Thanks for asking.
Wow. I wish that I would have brought it this way more. But it's
That's
okay.
what we were trying to tell you.
Well, I wish I would have listened to you. That's what I get, right?
It's okay.
All right, guys. Well, you know, there's always time for me to maybe do 2 mermaids right here.
That's true.
Oh my gosh.
Mind frickin' blown.
Yes. Okay, so
Maybe we should wait to clear cut it for another day when you think about this mermaid situation.
yeah, because I don't know. We're going to let you guys choose. I think we should do 2 mermaids right here. I think it would just fill it in a little
Somebody
bit
said
better.
there's a piece still left on the compass.
There is?
Mm-mm.
Oh, no. Right here, it's where I messed up.
We don't have to point that out.
There's a spot I missed.
Uh-oh.
But I'm going to fix it. Now I see it.
Okay.
Slightly. Not perfectly, but a little bit.
What are you talking about?
I can't make it perfect, but I can get it kind of fixed with a little water and the edge of a brush I'm just going to go in and I'm going to erase some of the black, possibly. Let's see if I can. No,
I'll see if I can get you guys a better
it
shot.
went in too deep. So my other option to really make it perfect is to take my finger, or really any brush. Here, let me just get this one. And just color them all in. I'm glad you said that, because otherwise I would just be like, oh, geez, before I fixed it. This is just using a small little eyeshadow brush. Just go in there and fill it in so that it's the same everywhere.
Unfortunately, Lynn, we don't have any shimmer to directly ship to you, but come June, unfortunately.
Yeah, June or July, we'll have it ready. It takes stores a while to get their shelves ready to be redesigned for the year. So they can't just pick up a new product and be like, okay, here it is, let's scoot this other stuff over. They have people design what their retail shelves will look like, and that's why they come to the convention like we just went to.
Cindy O'Brien says that you should do the mermaids the same color as the front. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, I don't know.
I think that'd be super sick.
What? I don't know if I could.
So if you stenciled the mermaids and then covered the whole top of the piece and then did exactly what you did on the sides.
There it goes. Now it looks all
Over to the mermaid
cohesive.
stencil.
I think just 2 mermaids right here would be enough.
So I would think that you should do traditional tattoo style mermaids.
I think so too. Man, that turned out really cool. That's my
Boom
first time doing
shakalaka.
like a brown sort of thing. I wish I almost would have made this bigger. So one thing I'm going to try to do is learn to do it in sections. And I could have made that big and then made this bigger and then made it that much bigger over there. Okay, sorry.
Go around back, please.
I wish I would have made this section bigger and this section bigger and made this big enough to fit from A to B.
Yeah, but I think if you put the mermaid or a dragon.
You think that'll pull it together?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about like the mermaids blowing through the conch shell.
Did you break another one of those brushes suck.
They do suck. You know, they had these and I ordered them from this one company to see what they were all about. And I was like, wow, everybody's using them to do their painting. And then I bought them and they were like, oh yeah, these are awesome. They just break.
The bristles
all the
are
time.
good.
So then I thought the same thing about all the ones that I got that had the little mermaid tail on them. Those ones all completely busted. It was ridiculous. And I was really
Seemed like a
excited
good
about
idea.
them too. So the only ones that I found that didn't break were these ones, and they were really expensive, and they're unlike the ones that they showed on the thing. Anyways, all right, guys, I'm going to go to work with my Cricut again, and it looks like, oh, look, I messed up. I'm going to be back. Just a little bit of spit. There we go. I'll be back. I'm gonna do something to fill in these 2 gaps. I think 2 mermaids blowing conch shells on either side are going to be the winner. Are they able to see everything from the top to the bottom? In any of the pictures?
Oh, the entire thing?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on, honey. Let them see the whole thing. It just looks amazing. Man, that looks so cool, you guys. This is one of my favorites. Look at, I got all the hardware on. It's ready to go. Woo! It's gorgeous. So, all right. Well, I guess come Monday, I really don't foresee me being able to get anything accomplished by the time it's time to go pick up the kids from school on this. And then we'll do that last stencil, and on Monday we're going to seal this sucker. So you guys all tune in. Thank you for letting my mind process with you guys here on camera. And I hope you guys really get a good understanding on how Unicorn Spit works with stencils and how it doesn't bleed. It doesn't, you get these really sharp factory, professional looking manufacturer kind of lines, even when you're trying to jerry rig it like I just did. And you saw the amount of tape and ridiculousness I went through trying to get it done, and it turned out pretty good.
Well, what's crazy to me is that
confident.
you just finished that, and you're sitting over there and just rubbing on it like it's 25 years old and sealed.
Well, it's not going to come off.
I know. It's just that you don't think about like that because you just did it 10 minutes ago.
Well, yeah.
And if it were regular paint
It would
or
smear.
any other stuff, it would just
Or
been
the color
over.
would transfer. Yeah, it's not coming off my hands either. And what's on my hands isn't coming off on it. Other than over here, but I just used a little spit on a napkin and
Literal spit.
yeah, I just took it right off. Any type of water will do. Right? All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in today. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, please go ahead and comment and let me know, because I'm 100% all about learning from others. And I hope you took this opportunity to learn as well a new little way of maybe using your Cricut to do a larger stencil. Probably the hardest way possible, but we did it. All right, guys, until we see you, which will probably be Monday, be good, be blessed, and always let your creative juices flow. Goodbye.